Hey folks, Joe Rivas here, the San Diego Mortgage Guy. Today is Tuesday, April 3rd. Happy Tuesday, everybody. So I'm getting ready for my workshop that I'm going to have this evening. I invited some people to come on, or rather some people RSVP'd for the afternoon session. Of the 6 of them, I met with 5 individually already, so I've been able to go through with this. And then tonight I've got a couple of realtors and some small business owners coming in around 6 o'clock, between 6 and 7:30. Here at the Mission Valley office. And I'm just going to go over this real briefly. I don't want to give all the secrets away, but really, if at the end of this you would like one, whether you're a realtor or a small business owner, why don't you email me or PM me, and I will, with your email address, and I'll send you the PDF. I can't send you the actual packet unless you want to come on down and grab one, but I can send you at least the PDF. So let me break it apart for you and show you what the PDF entails. Well, first of all, it's got my same thing that I saw in the invitations. It's, hey, realtors and small business owners, what's your video strategy for the rest of 2018? Now, this is April 3rd. So we're in the beginning of Q2. So what did you do for Q1 on video strategy? We still got quarter 2, quarter 3, quarter 4. What is your video strategy? Because you know that in 2018, 88% of all content in social media is going to be video and the like. So what I start off with when I was given this presentation to, or this workshop to the other individuals, I start off with a couple of do's. First do, keep it short and sweet. So I'm going to keep this under 10 minutes. LinkedIn only likes when I make these Facebook Lives into MP4s, convert them over. LinkedIn only likes 10 minutes or less, so I try to rush it. But one of the things that I brought up here was, we could all do a 5-minute talk. We've been taught that you try to keep it under 60 seconds for Instagram, under 10 minutes for LinkedIn. But I can give you my presentation in 60 seconds. And then the tough part was breaking it down to 30 seconds and then actually get the meat of it into a 15 seconds, because we know that most people only listen to the first 8 seconds, and then after that they pretty much tune out. So if I was to give you my elevator speech, so to speak, I would say, hey folks, Joe Rivas here, the San Diego Mortgage Guy, and the best way to get to know me is with 3 F words. No, not that one. Faith, family, and football. Then I go into, if you want to get to know me better, go to my Instagram at sandiegomortgageguy.com. But for now, let you know that if you're able to buy, sell, or refinance, I'm the guy you would want to talk to. Joe Rivas, San Diego Mortgage Guy. That is my 30-second elevator speech. I break it down to just the meat of it for the 15, and then basically try to convey the same thought. So keep it short. Secondly, I'll skip over these. Tell compelling stories. We don't want to really, I know this is going against the grain, but realtors, we don't want to see all these listing videos. But we do want to know the story behind it. We want to know about the seller who's selling. Why is he selling? Is it a veteran who's getting deployed somewhere else or getting moved somewhere else? Or is it a business owner that is closing up shop here and going somewhere else? Or is it maybe a family who had a big family, but the last of their kids is gone and now they're empty nesters and they don't need the 5-bedroom house. Now they want like a 2 or 3-bedroom house. So what is the story for this? Then subtitles. Now this is something that I need to get better at, because I know when you do a Facebook ad, it will convert it over to subtitles and you can correct it. There's a lot of apps out there to help you do that. So that is something that I would suggest. But I am very guilty of not. Some don'ts. I'm just going to briefly go over these. We go over more in detail when I meet with people, but don't stick to one platform. It's the deep and wide. I'm going to talk about a little bit about that in a little bit, but don't stick to one platform. I keep hearing from Gary Vee, even today, his latest video, that Snapchat's not dead. Snapchat revives itself, and we should go longer into it. I don't have a Snapchat account. I'm going to have to dabble into that. And then also, don't forget to personalize your story. It's not just about other people. It's about you as well. And then some other do's, but I'm going to go over to this, and then we close this with some action steps. Now, lot of people tell you why you should be doing it. Well, it's because 88% of all social media content is going to be video in 2018. And some people may even tell you what you should be doing, like, hey, post. You know, Gary Vee, he's really good at this when he says post text, post video, post audio. You know, however you want to get your message across. But very few of them tell you how to do it, and that's what this was about. You know, this workshop is about, you know, how to use not necessarily DSLR, but how to use your iPhone to do it. How to use it with, you know, how to post on all these different platforms. I talk about planning your calendar. Included in this little thing is a calendar that's my version to give you an example of what you should be doing, what you could be doing, not should be. Don't let anybody should all over you. Storyboarding. You know, when you tell the joke, you can't start at the end. You can't just say the punchline. You've got to learn to tell a story. There is a beginning, there is a middle, and then there is an end. An end doesn't necessarily have to be a call to action to, hey, buy this, or click in for this, or I need your email for that. But it could be something else. But anyway, that is what the storyboarding is. And you got to know when you shoot your video, you don't have to shoot them in sequence. You know, I use iPhone to do a lot of editing. You don't have to shoot them in sequence, but you got to know where you want the story to go so that every shot's available. Next one, deep or wide. We talked about this a little bit. I do Facebook. I have my business page, which is back behind me. I got Facebook, my personal page. I've got Instagram personal at Joe Rivas 64, and my business one, San Diego Mortgage Guy. I've got YouTube. I'm not a YouTuber. I've got to get better at it, but I use it to host my videos when I send links when I can't post something. And then LinkedIn. LinkedIn, surprisingly, I started a long time ago. I've got, I don't know, 1,500 connections, but I just started recently in December to start posting into LinkedIn. I didn't think that the social media thing would work for that, but actually, surprisingly, it's been one of my better responses. Don't do Snapchat. I'm going to have to get into that. I have a Twitter account, but I've not really been posting. So again, how wide do you want to go? And then in each one of these, how deep? I got it down to science. I do a Facebook Live, convert it to MP4, and keep it under 10 minutes, and I post it to Instagram, both of my channels. I post it to YouTube, post it to LinkedIn. I can do all of this in about 5-7 minutes. So these other ones I'd got to grow as well. Then you have what's your passion? You got a passion test. This is actually something that I would challenge you to do. Basically, you can do it yourself. Here's what you do. You list 10 to 15 things that you really, really like, whether it be French toast, whether it be beaches, whether it be moonlight, whatever is your passion, you know, your pets. Then you have 3 columns. And then I give you a number from 1 to 5 on each of those things. We add them up, and then we get the top 3. We find out what your passion is. If you don't know, you know, you're not just a mortgage guy, or you're not just a realtor. You know, you might be a rescue realtor for dogs, a rescue person for dogs who just might happen to also be a realtor. And then, last but not least, like I mentioned before, commit to writing, video, and audio. I just opened up a new podcast channel. I haven't tried it out yet, haven't done my first podcast yet, but I know that I've got to get my story out there. Or I could actually take this video, put it on iPhone, or excuse me, the iMovie, pull out the audio, and then just plug that in. And then last but not least, this was happened to me only twice, and it was kind of embarrassing, but the greatest sin that you could do as a person who's trying to get the social media is to not charge your phone. I have a charger in my car. I got a charger here at work. I got a charger at home. But the worst thing that you could do is not charge your phone. So that's this in a brief detail. That's my workshop briefly. For those of you that are coming tonight, look forward. I'll give you more. But for those of you who weren't able to make it or didn't know about it or for whatever reason didn't show up, if you email me, text me, or IM me your email address, I will send you, again, not the folder per se, but I would send you the PDF so that you can print these out and go over these on your own time. Anyway, Joe Rivas, San Diego Mortgage Guy. You guys take care. Oh, yes. Oh. kept it under 10 minutes.